Creating a customer feedback form is straightforward. With Microsoft 365, we have access to forms. So all we have to do is go to a browser and type in forms.office.com. You have to log in with your Microsoft account. We get taken to this homepage and there's templates. So just click View All and scroll down and we'll get to the customer satisfaction survey. So a lot of the work's actually already been done for you. So we'll give this a second to render. And here we have our customer satisfaction survey. If you want, you could rename it to customer feedback survey or whatever it is that you want to call it. And keep going. So there's a list of questions that are already created here, like product usage. How long have you been using our product? Well, my company's only been in business. Let's pretend my company's only been in business for 5 years. So we're going to say less than 5 years, something like that. So we just modify that question. If we'd like, we can add a question. So when we get to the bottom of any particular question, we get this pop-up with some of the question types that we could add. And if we click here, we'll see that there's a few more. So I just have a simple question that I'd like to ask, and the answer will be text. So why did you buy from us? And we'll let them enter a long answer, so it just gives them a little more room for the text. I'm not going to make it a required question, but that's all it takes to add a question. And then deleting isn't much harder. So how often do you use our products now? I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. So I click on the question, and then I click delete the trash can, which makes it delete. At this point, I'm kind of done with the survey, and I want to take a look at what it looks like. So I can click preview, and this is what it would look like. I click start now, and it would take me through the questions. If I go to mobile, it's going to show me what it would look like on a phone. So kind of straightforward. And then, the last thing that we would do is actually collect responses. But before we do that, we want to do some settings that impact who can fill this out. So right now, only people in TurtleWorks can respond, and we record their name. Maybe you want everybody. Well, if there's customers, you want anybody can respond. And they're anonymous, so it doesn't require a sign in. They just fill it out. You might put customer name as a required field as one of the questions in the survey. That would help with identifying who the customer is, or maybe you don't want to know. You want to make them more comfortable to tell you real answers. There's some other options here I'm not going to fiddle with. And that's about it. We go to collect response, and we've already dealt with that question. There's a couple ways we can make this available. So we've got this link here, and if we click copy link, we can make that available by pasting it into an email or on a website. If we click shorten URL, then it creates just a much shorter link for copying, which is nice if you're pasting it into an email or whatever. You could also just forward this to a list of email addresses, or you can create a QR code that people can scan from their phone and get to. So we'll just leave it at this, click copy URL, and all we have to do is go to a browser to see what it looks like. Oops. Start now. We'll go ahead and start now. How long have you been using our product? 1 to 2 years. Why did you buy from us? We like the way you listened to us during the sales process. What alternatives did you consider before purchasing our product? We Googled several competitors. Which product feature is most valuable to you? I can get it in blue. What challenges have you encountered while using our product? Does our product? Yes. Here's this matrix of different questions. I think this is known as a LikeRT. I'm not sure why. Is it easy for you to provide feedback to us, and are you satisfied with our post-purchase service? We'll click yes there. If an upgrade for the software becomes available, very likely, extremely likely, and click next. And how old are you? And where are you located? And what is your, and et cetera, et cetera. Please leave if you'd like to communicate with us, submit. And that's it. At that point, the survey has a results place where you can look at the results. So responses are showing it now. And you can see in a chart form a summarization of the responses. And this is all straightforward, very easy to work with, available in Microsoft 365. There's no extra cost. It just comes with your regular Microsoft 365 subscription. So I hope this video was helpful.